What's going on, world? It's your boy Judah, and we are back with another game of Emotions podcast. To my left, your right is my boo, is my poo, is my thing, is my wife, is the love of my life.
Hey y'all, I am Shanice.
So, hey, we're gonna hop right into today's episode. We're not gonna waste any time. I think today's episode is gonna be a real short, power packed, PowerPoint given episode. So
Right.
we're gonna hop right into it. Today's episode, the title is "Who We Become in the Process." So a lot of times in life, when we're trying to accomplish a goal, we're trying to whatever the case may be, whatever you're trying to accomplish, there's always going to be a process, and we go through the process for several different reasons, but one of the main reasons we go through processes is because there is a version, the next version of ourselves that we have to become before we get to the next level.
Right.
And it's just regular human nature to think the opposite. A lot of times we think you'll level up and become that when you get
Mm-hmm.
to that next level, but it doesn't work like that. So I'm gonna read this intro really quick, and then we're gonna
Right.
give three abilities that need to be developed before you get to the next level. And if these abilities are not developed, then the next level, I mean, it'll just pass you by. It'll be a thing of just thought and like really dreams. You dig
Right.
what I'm saying? But
Right.
actual real manifestation, it can't manifest because we have to become these things before the next level. So
That's
the
right.
intro is, it is human nature to want to go to the next level
Yep.
without an extensive process of becoming the person that it takes
That's right.
to reach the next level. This is
Right.
just human nature. I'm going to read that one more time.
Mm-hmm.
It is human nature to want to go to the next level
Right.
without an extensive process of becoming the person that it takes
Right.
to reach the next level.
Right.
But did you want to elaborate on that any?
When you were reading that intro, I was thinking about the last episode we did and relating to your potential, because you need to acquire, or you need to do make make step not make steps, that's not what I want to say. You need to work toward your potential, or work on yourself, or
Yeah.
character build, or
Yeah.
however, whatever you want to do to make sure that you're reaching the next your potential. So I just kind of thought of, when you were reading that, like I thought of the similarities of the next level,
Yep.
and also
Your potential.
your potential.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Mhm.
real.
Mhm.
Yep. And it connects though. It
Yeah.
really does connect.
Yeah, it
It
does.
genuinely does
It
connect.
does.
So now the three simple abilities that need to be developed um before you reach, in order to reach the next level.
Right.
The first ability that has to be developed before you reach the next level. Oh no, not before, but to get to the next level. Let me
Right.
make sure I'm saying this right.
Right.
This ability that I'm about to speak about, to get to the next level, you have to develop this before
Yes.
to get to the next level.
Yes.
I know I'm repeating myself, but hear me out. You have to develop mental stability. You have to
Yeah.
be mentally stable to get to the next level.
Right.
And mental stability is not something of like, flawless or perfect, or you make all the right decisions, or you got all the answers, or you
Right.
got all the education. No, that's not mental stability. Mental stability is as simple as staying mentally focused and consistent no matter what's going on. That's mental stability.
Right.
And one way to achieve mental stability is being intentionally positive
Right.
and intentionally thankful.
Yes, that's my favorite,
Yep, go ahead.
because I always say you always have to make sure that you express gratitude to whatever situation that you're in.
Yeah, you
And
do
I
say
mean,
that.
because it's a real life thing. When you express gratitude, I believe that's where positivity exudes from. I believe that's literally like just a situation where you can kind of look at it and say, okay, well, it's not as bad as I thought it was
That's
because
real.
I'm in a place of gratitude. So I'm only focused on the positive things that are around me.
That's real.
And then also, it creates humility. And
Mm,
once you're humble, then you can stay in a place of willing to be workable, teachable, coachable, and all the things. You
come
see what I'm saying? And which ties into that mental stability, because if you're there, you cannot be wavered. You can't be going up and down just because your mind is in that space of gratefulness, gratitude, and I think the last one you
on.
said
Being
was and be
positive.
yeah, it all ties together.
Yep.
So that's good that you talked about the mental stability.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's super solid. And I'm glad you
Yeah.
said that because yeah, being mentally stable, you automatically become all those things. Like
That's
you're talking
right.
about coachable,
Yes.
teachable, you're then
Yes.
able to make adjustments,
Yes.
intentionally grateful, intentionally thankful. I'm telling you,
Yes.
when you reach the next level, you're gonna need these things to stay at that level.
That's right.
You're gonna need these
That's right.
things.
And I
And
believe it. I'm so sorry,
no, go
but
ahead.
I believe it also transfers into discipline, because once you're there at a place of gratitude and
Oh
you're
man, you
like
talking.
thankful and you're teaching and you're in all the things, now you're in a place of, okay, well, I can be disciplined enough to do this. I can handle hard tasks.
Man, that's
I can
real.
follow through with hard tasks. Like I
Mm,
can really be
that's a
able
word.
to do these hard things and be okay, and then look and be still be positive
Mm,
in it all, and that creates a discipline over time with the same or with consistency,
that's real.
you know.
Dang, that's real.
Yeah.
That's a word, man.
Yeah.
For real. The second PowerPoint that has ability that has to be developed to reach the next level is the ability to self-assess
Right.
and receive constructive criticism.
That part.
Okay, so I'm gonna try not to sit here too long. I'm gonna try my best. Number one, a lot of times, y'all, and I've been guilty of this as well. So let me make sure I put myself on front street. But a lot
Right.
of times in our lives, we have said people are hating on us or they don't like us or this, that, and the third, whatever the
Mhm.
case may be.
Mhm.
And they really not hating. A lot of times they're giving you constructive criticism that you don't want to
Mm.
hear, but it's the truth about yourself. It was the truth about myself. And the ability to self-assess. When I say self-assess, meaning identify in me like okay like dang that you off you wrong for that like you wrong like able to self-assess, you dig what I'm saying, and then the ability to receive constructive criticism. I always say this, the truth about my I say this to myself, the truth about myself comes to help me win,
That's right.
not offend
Wow,
me.
that's good.
I'm telling
That's
you, man, I'm
good.
telling
That's
you,
good.
a lot of times you have not and you will not reach the next level. And in my own personal life, I have not reached the next level or the next goal because the truth about myself, I'm letting it offend me instead of allowing it to help me win.
That's
Because
right.
that information that's coming to me about myself, it's
Right.
all about your perception. If
Right.
you look at it as somebody hating or you just get offended and
That's
that's
right.
immature, you get offended. Okay, now
Right.
that information that just came across your table to help you win, now you got offended, but you need to apply that information.
Yeah,
You need
that's
to
real.
apply that, and that's
That's
just real
real.
talk.
That's
That's
real.
just the truth.
That's real. That's good.
That's just the truth, man. And I'm
Dang.
telling you, this point number two right here, until I got this point number two about number one being able to self-assess and then number two being able to take constructive criticism, I did not go any further until I really got this and accepted it.
That's another thing. So you can hear it, you can like you can hear me like okay, okay, but accepting it, and then also changing according to the constructive criticism, or
Yeah.
according to the reflection that you do within yourself, or according to how you would say self-evaluate, self-assess.
Mhm.
Once you're able to change, that's a whole different category, because at the same time you've accepted it, you've processed it,
Right.
and then you're realizing, okay, this is what I need to do better. And anytime you do that, you are automatically going to win. You're going to be
Yep.
successful. And it's just gonna be all good. It's gonna be all good things.
And I'm gonna stay here for just a little bit longer. But that's what winning. That is how you win. For a while, I always wanted to win, but I did not understand how to win.
Right.
I did not understand what winning looks like.
Right.
And a major component to winning is, again, being able to self-assess
Right.
and take constructive criticism about yourself, and not allowing it to offend you, but let that information come across so it can help you to win.
Right.
And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, you can go to this job and go to that job and go to this opportunity, go to that opportunity, and go to this school and go to that school and try and do this degree program and do that degree program. And my cousin know the other person. And I'm telling you, it does not matter who you know, what connect you got, what opportunity or what change you make as far as moving from one place to another place. I'm telling you, not I'm telling you,
Not gonna
none of
work.
it's not gonna matter. It's
Hmm.
not gonna matter, because the point of the fact of the matter is, I needed to develop and learn how to self-assess myself and receive constructive criticism. Period.
That's right.
Period. Until I got that, I did not level up. I did not get better.
Right.
And that's just real talk. I'm trying to tell you.
Right. It's a
And
real thing.
until you get that point right there and accept it, you're not going I'm telling you, you're going to be on a hamster wheel.
That's true.
You're not I'm telling you, this is how winning is done. And
Hmm.
it's consistent, because once you receive one constructive criticism about yourself, or you discern, meaning you self-assess and you evaluate and you see something about yourself like, dang, okay, like, dang, that, yeah, okay, I really ain't supposed to be doing that. That really ain't the play.
That's right.
I'm telling you,
That's right.
it does not stop,
Right.
because winning can be continuous.
Oh, for
But
sure.
if you want to continuously win, I'm going to whisper this, because this is a hard fact, but it's just a God honest truth. If you want to continuously win, you have to continuously self-assess,
That's right.
and you have to continuously take constructive
Criticism.
criticism,
Yeah.
and don't allow it to offend you, but let that information come across to help you win.
That's right.
And
That's
that's
good
just real
stuff.
talk.
That's
And
right.
PowerPoint number 3 is developing the ability to commit to accepting however long this is going to take,
That part.
because human nature is, our timeline is always shorter than what it really is.
That's
Let
right.
me give an example. So for the podcast, the overall goal for this podcast is for us to get booked for paid speaking engagements
Right.
to do exactly what we do on camera.
Right.
Now, my thought process very first starting out, like from episode 1, I was thinking like, okay, it might take us like 6 months or a year max. I'm telling you, that was my thought
Right. Right.
process.
That was
Okay,
both of our thought processes.
exactly.
Right.
This
Right.
is episode 47. Okay,
Oh wow. Is it
yeah,
really?
yeah. Well, a
Oh
couple
wow.
episodes from 1 year, and we ain't got
Woo-hoo.
booked. Yeah, but we ain't got booked for nothing though. We ain't got no kind
But
of
you know,
inquiries. Go
but you
ahead.
know that also, I'm glad that you mentioned that
Go
because
ahead.
it's talking about committing to how long it's going to take.
Mm-hmm.
I think too, when we talk about that, that process, because that's what it is. The timing is a process,
Right.
right? So over time, you get better at what you do. You get better at your
That's
craft. You
good.
get better doing what you're supposed to be doing. Like now, I can look at the very first episode and say, "Oh
Mm-hmm.
my gosh, like what was I talking about?"
Mm-hmm.
Or was I even like speaking for other people to really understand, because I just felt super nervous, felt like I was stuttering over my words and
Mm-hmm.
all the things. But now knowing that we're on episode, totally forgot, 47, it's like, man, look how much I have grown so far.
Yeah.
Even to the point where I never thought that I would be in this position doing this, talking to people and helping people get or give advice and
Yeah.
taking the advice that I'm giving. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in that process or in that time, there's always the way that you're leveling up. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Within the
so, yeah,
process.
in the process, and sometimes you don't know what's going to happen in the process. So when you commit to the time behind it, then you're in a power position
Yeah.
because you commit to the time
Yep.
and you allow God to do the rest in the midst of the process. You tweak, you self assess, you reflect, you do all the things. I'm telling you, you mature, you do it all. It's a collaboration. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you will be okay to for the time.
Yep.
you'll be okay to be able to go through that, because winning takes that. You know how we
It
talk
does.
about the fruits of the spirit,
Mm.
and that is one, long suffering,
Yeah, patience. Yep.
patience. You
Hmm.
get what I'm saying? And
Yep.
so that all goes and that all ties into it. So I mean, that's all I gotta
Yeah, no, that was good. That was good. I
say.
mean, real talk, because like I said, the example I was given is from episode one. I was assuming, I don't know, maybe 6 months, a year at max. That was my head.
Right.
We'll definitely get booked for a paid speaking engagement. But the point I was making is, I mean, we'll cover episodes from year one, and I mean, we ain't got no. And what I'm saying is, I'm not tripping off we haven't got booked or got any kind of inquiries. But what I'm saying is, we made the decision to accept however long this takes to start getting booked. So if it's 6 months, if it's a year, if it's 2 years, if it's three, if it's 5 years, whatever, if it's 10 years, whatever the case may be, we have genuinely accepted. Okay, however long this is gonna take, that's just gonna be what it is.
That's right.
And when you have that attitude, when you got that mindset, I'm telling you, you're going. There is no losing. There's no way.
There isn't.
Because watch this, if you do not say, okay, however long this take, man, I'm just gonna ride with it. You can do step one and two. You can become more mentally stable. You can start self-assessing better. You can start taking constructive criticism better. But if you don't accept however long this take, you'll mess around and quit before your time comes.
That's true.
That's a real thing.
That
It's
part.
a real thing, man.
Yes.
I'm telling you,
Yes.
it's a real thing, and it's
Yeah.
it's in its human nature to be able to quit before your time come, because it's human nature for your timeline to be a lot quicker than what it really actually plays out to be. You dig what I'm
Right.
saying? So
I agree.
that acceptance part of however long this take, it is super, super, super important and critical to your success, to you winning, and to you reaching the next level. Okay, I give you this last one. I'll be
Yeah,
done.
because I really want to touch on that before you
Oh, do you
exit
think?
off.
No, no. Matter of fact, go ahead. You got
Uh,
it. You got it.
um, because I think it also too, it ties with purpose. So even though we don't understand the time frame of where or how long it's going to take, um, but there's always purpose in why these things are happening,
That's
right? So
true.
if we look at it like, okay, we're year one and we haven't accepted a paid engagement, but at the same time, maybe if that's not what God wants just yet,
That part.
maybe He wants us to come to be in this form or have this format for right now. Maybe it could just be exposure. Maybe it's, I mean, it could be whatever. You know what I'm
Yeah, a
saying?
variety
A
of things.
variety of things. But once you understand your timing is purposeful, it's not like it's just not happening because it's just not happening. There's always some type of purpose behind it. So
Reason.
if
Yep.
you, yeah, if you
Hmm.
understand that, then that's going to help you get over the fact, or that's going to help you commit easier,
To the time.
right, to the time, because you know, like, okay, I was like, I trust you, God. Like, you know what you're doing, and
Yep.
I mean, this is your podcast
That part
anyway.
is your business anyway.
So if we're just being obedient to doing what you've asked us to do, then that means you're gonna get us a paid engagement whenever you want us to,
Yep.
because we gave it to you. Like, this is your deal. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I just want you to understand too, and this I'm talking to myself. There's always purpose in the timing. Like, the timing is just not in vain.
That's real.
Yeah, I'm
That's
done for
real.
real now.
That's good. Nah, that's good. That's good. And in order to do these three steps that we're talking about, as far as developing the abilities that you need to reach the next level, which is mental stability, being able
Right.
to self-assess and receive constructive criticism, and accepting the time that it's going to take. In order to do these three steps, you absolutely must focus
Focus
over
over
your
your
emotions,
emotions.
because your emotions directly affect your freaking mind.
Right.
And our emotions a lot of times are not going to be stable and
Right.
lead us to mental stability.
Right.
Our emotions definitely don't let us self-assess correctly,
Right.
and our emotions definitely do not let us take constructive criticism,
Right.
and our emotions definitely don't want to wait on nothing.
That's
This is just the
real.
human element. This is just
Right.
human nature. That's just the truth.
Right.
So number one, you got to identify that about your emotions. Number
Right.
two, you got to understand our emotions are not our friend.
That's
because
right.
our emotions don't have patience for nothing. It don't want
Mm-hmm.
to hear nothing bad about ourselves.
Yep.
It don't want no constructive criticism. I'm good the way I am.
That's right.
And the truth is, no, we're not.
No,
No,
we're
that's just
not.
not the truth. That it
Mm-hmm.
truly is not the truth. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So you gotta understand, our emotions are not our friend
That's
because
right.
our emotions do not want to change. Our emotions do not want to do practical and logical
That's
things.
real.
And
That's
then
real.
our emotions want to be emotional, which
That's real.
emotions typically are not practical and not rational. And number three,
Right.
you have to focus.
Right.
You gotta focus. And this thing right here, when it's talking about the process, this is big picture focus, really.
Right. Right.
This is big
Right.
picture. You dig what I'm saying? You
Right.
gotta focus on a big picture. I got this notification on my calendar that goes off every day, and it says I am learning $1 billion skill set. It goes off
Amen.
every day. And what is that skill set? Learning how to focus over
My
my emotions.
emotions. That's right.
Because once you can get level and consistent and stable mentally and emotionally,
Right.
whatever your financial potential is, you're gonna reach that.
That's right.
And I had that notification go off every day. I'm learning $1 billion skill set,
That's right.
and that is learning how to focus over my emotions.
That's right.
Did you want to
No, you
end with it
good.
and take anything?
That was good.
Cool, cool. Well, we're gonna get out the way, y'all. We'll be
Yes.
back next week, talking about what I don't know, but it's definitely gonna be it's definitely gonna be something relevant, and it's gonna be something that we
Oh,
are going through
gee.
or have been through, business wise or even our personal life.
Personalized.
But
Yep.
we will be back next week, man. So with that being said, we are
G O N
GONE
E
gone.
gone.